Everyone. This is Revati M, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Dr. SNS Rajlakshmi College of Arts and Science. Today we are going to learn about classification, which is one of the most important concepts in data science. Classification helps computer to identify and categorize data into different groups. In this session, we will understand what classification means, how it works, and where we use in the real life. Classification is a supervised machine learning technique. Supervised means the model learns from already labeled data. That means we already know the correct answer. For example, if we show the model many emails labeled as spam or not spam, it learns the pattern. So after learning, when a new email comes, it predicts whether it is a spam or not. So classification is about grouping data into predefined categories. So in the meaning of classification, the output is always a category, not a number. For example, yes or no, spam or not spam, diseases or no diseases. So each data item belongs to only one class. The system compares new data with the pattern it learned earlier based on similarity. It assigned the correct label. So remember, classification gives category output. It's a category output. Next, we see the unicorn and horses analogy. To understand classification easily, let us take an example. Suppose we have two types of animals, unicorn and horses. Unicorn usually have a horn, horses do not. So, the model checks feathers like, does it have a horn? Does it have wings? Does it the color? Using these features, the model decides whether the animal is a unicorn or a horse. This is the exactly how classification works in the real world problem. Next, we see the features and labels of the classification. Now let us understand two important terms, features and labels. Features are input attributes. They are the characteristic of the data. For example, horn, wings, height, color. These are features. Labels are the final output categories. For example, horses, unicorn. So features are inputs and labels are output. Here features is a input attributes used for the classification and labels final categories of output of classification. Next we see the why classification is used. So it helps machine makes automatic decision. It reduces human work and increase accuracy. For example, in email spam detection, medical diagnosis, face recognition, almost every intelligent system today use classification. So next we see the what are the types of classification. Two types of classification. First is a binary classification. Binary means only two classes. For example, horses or unicorn, spam or not, yes or no. So here these are the example for binary classification. Second is a multi-class classification. So has more than two classes. This means more than two classes. For example, classifying animal into dog, cat, horse, lion, etc. If there are two categories, binary. If more than two means multi-class classification. Next one is a classification algorithm. So we are using the many algorithms for classification. To perform classification decision tree, it is a works like a flow chart using rule based decision. Next one is a k neighbor nearest neighbor. So it compares new data with the nearest data points. And next one is a Navis bias. So Navis Bayes works based on probability concepts. Different algorithm are suitable for different types of problems. Next we see the workflow of classification. We will see one by one, step by step. First one is a collect label data. We gather data where the correct answer is already known. Second step is we train the classical model. We train the model. The algorithm learns pattern from the data. Third one is a test the model. So test it using new data. Fourth one is a predicted class. So here finally the model predicts the class of new input. This is the complete workflow of classification. Next, next we see the what are the key points to remember. So today we discussed about the classification predicts categories, not numbers. It requires label training data. Features decide how classification work. It is core concept in data science. So these are the key points we take away today's session. I hope you enjoy this session. Thank you.